We have a Lowrance Elite 9 Ti on the bench. Customer complaint is when the power plug is moved or touched, the unit shuts off. Tried 2 different power cables, appears to be internal. Okay, so seems like intermittent power connection here. We're going to give this a quick test, see if we can replicate the problem. Okay, unit's powering up. We're gonna, oh, just went out. So we're gonna try to turn it on. I'm gonna try to not move my connections here. Okay, I'm turning on, I'm gonna wiggle the connections. Now I'm moving these connectors fairly hard, so, and it's not powering off. That leads me to believe it's actually not the power connector itself. But it is power cycling. Well, if I loosely wiggle the connectors here, now again, this isn't obviously the stock power cord. This is just a connector I made for testing here on the bench. But if I just lightly wiggle these connections here, it does cut out. If I hold the connector firm and try to wiggle the connector, nothing happens. Kind of makes sense because this connector is secured directly to the case. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a pair of tweezers and I'm going to give these pins a little wiggle. They seem solid. There is residue all over this pin here, the ground pin. I mean, that definitely could be the issue there. Just a bad connection. We're going to tear this thing apart, make sure there's nothing else going on internally, and we'll get back. We got the case off here. So far, everything looks good. What we're going to do is we're going to pop the board out. We're going to check the connections under this, the main power connector here. We're going to go ahead and resolder this connector anyway. Good chance that there could be some cold solder joints from the factory in there, causing an intermittent connection when the thing is wiggled, or even slightly wiggled, it loses power. So that's what we're going to do. Pop this off, resolder, test it, and we'll see where we're at. So we got this thing under the microscope. We noticed some slight residue. We don't see any corrosion, but there is some residue on the board. You can see that. Not sure what it's from, can't really tell. We're going to go ahead and clean this up with some isopropyl alcohol. This is our power connector here. Again, factory solder joints there. Not great solder joints there, so we're going to clean all this up here and resolder that connector, and we'll get right back with you. Okay, so we resoldered that main connector there. We did see some corrosion, just some junk basically on the ground connector and also the 12 volt connector here, pin rather. Ground is on the right side here, and 12 volt is right here. We did find some junk in there, and what we did is we just used very carefully, because I mean this connector is only plastic. Excuse me. We just used this little wire brush tool. We gently inserted it so the pin is inside in the center of this little wire brush. And then once it was inserted, we just pulsed this rotary tool. Okay, we did it to the positive side too. Just very carefully, and we kind of went around to all the pins and cleaned them up. So now there's some residue left inside there from what we knocked off those pins. So we're just going to take some contact cleaner, any kind of contact cleaner would do it. I'm going to go over the trash can here, shoot the contact cleaner, get all that debris and junk out of there. Get all that crap out of there. And we should be good to go now. So what we're going to do is put this thing back together. And we're going to try it again, see if we can get it to cut out. Hopefully we can't. And this unit will be fixed and ready to go. So let's put it together, give it a test. Okay, we got this unit pretty much back together. We noticed there was some kind of dirt and just kind of dirty around the back of the case. So we just have a toothbrush, some Windex, and cleaning this up while we got it. I mean, might as well. We got it on the bench already, and we like to give stuff back to the customer cleaner than it came in, if possible, and if it doesn't take up too much time. So we'll do this, and then we'll just dry it off with a paper towel. That looks much better than the way we got it. And it only took a few minutes, so. Perfect. Okay, so we have this unit back together and turned on. We're going to take those power cables, we're wiggling. We're gently wiggling. We're kind of getting more firm with it. We seem good to go now. Good to go. We'll gently tap the connector. I'm looking at the ammeter on my power supply. Nothing's cutting out yet. Just gently. We don't want to break anything. We want to gently tap around, make sure there's no intermittent connections. We're good. All right, this one's done. We're gonna get on the next one. We've got quite a few units here stacking up here, so we'll get this one billed out and shipped out today. Any questions? RudolphRepairs@gmail.com. You can go to our website, www.rudolphrepairs.com. If you want to mail something in, click on the mail-in form. You want an estimate, click on free estimate. We do on-bench estimates for free. We don't charge any bench time at all. If we're not able to repair one of these units for you, we don't charge any bench time, any labor. We just charge return shipping. So obviously, it's in our best interest to get these things fixed for you. It's in your best interest for us to fix these for you. So that's how we operate here. We'd rather take a loss financially, our time, than charge somebody for a unit that doesn't work. That doesn't make sense. I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, so I'm not going to do that to someone else. So because of that, we have to judge which units we can realistically fix, which luckily is nearly all the ones we get in. We have some no fixes. I'd say we're at like 95%. We're fixing these things. Not only these, we fix all electronics. So not just fish finders, laptops, tablets. We do custom projects. Don't feel the project is too small or too big. Just give us a shout at rudolphrepairs@gmail.com. All right, guys. Till next time.